tinted with the beat. Dripping from the... No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The fair gamma store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here in empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You doing it?
Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly. Look at the cash, bubbly.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rudolph. And just shutting him off there. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Leopard!
Now it's Rudolph. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And now running right through it. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater steps away to his left. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 1st down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Second down, Bridgewater. Forced out, and he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bengals are in for 6. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, here's Rudolph. He's going to loft one. Deep lefts into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Bridgewater, flushed out right. And it's a Cincinnati Bengals touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Sutton now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
2nd and 10. Rudolph again. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Macklin, the intended receiver. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The drive will start with Connor. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rudolph. And James has it. The 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Here's Counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That good for 22 and a first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Here's Rudolph now on second down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now Rudolph. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Sutton now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown flexing his muscle at the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Right back to him on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Philly, here we go!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now it's Rudolph. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Rudolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Rudolph. The quick slant caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Being chased at. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Rudolph. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Bridgewater, and the grab by Croft. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To Mixon on the check down. The Bengals on a roll now. It's another 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Sutton now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh. Getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
They start with a give to counter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. And his throw here's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. A handoff to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shame.